don't need a degree. You don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to learn how to code. I ended up using a free platform that has taught me HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You won't believe what it is. Actually, you would, because I put it in the title. It was FreeCodeCamp, damn it. You didn't know? That's what I'm talking about. I feel like not enough people actually talk about how FreeCodeCamp actually works. Some people actually crap on FreeCodeCamp. And I'm going to give you all an actual different perspective of FreeCodeCamp. When you watching this video, you will see how I use FreeCodeCamp to teach myself HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and how you don't need a school, you don't need boot camps. Shoot, you don't need certifications, but FreeCodeCamp does got one, so go work for it. So you may be wondering, why did I choose FreeCodeCamp? This may be a shocker, but I think I typed into ChatGPT and I was like, what are some free resources to learn how to code? And that just was the first one that popped up. It was like, F it, I need to go buy a laptop. And I ended up buying a laptop. Does that look like, is that kind of distracting? I got my laptop, man, and I dove straight into coding. And let me tell you, it was a little bit stressful. I had my struggles, but it definitely helped me learn HTML, CSS quite easily. Now, you may be wondering, what does FreeCodeCamp actually offer? It offers around 9,000 plus hours of curriculum. And there's so many different things from responsive web design, JavaScript. I believe there's even things about like, they have like a little Odin project remix, a full stack development spot, but it's not completely done. You can't get a certificate yet, but one day you'll be able to, I'll tell you that much. But they have a bunch of different courses on there that they offer. They even offer certifications for a lot of the courses. So you can get one in responsive web design and JavaScript. Hey, if you want to be a web developer, pursue some of those certifications. That might be look dope to see. It allows you to build projects. They do guide you step by step. And here's one of the first issues that people like to point out about FreeCodeCamp that I kind of can agree with, but to an extent, is that they feel like FreeCodeCamp holds your hand through steps. And I think they do hold your hand. But in the beginning of learning how to code, you do need that hand holding because you're just not going to know how to do it. You are going to need a bit of hand holding to get it done in the beginning. But then maybe you could jump forward into other things. But I think the best way to do it is that, yes, get the hand holding in the beginning. But then after you finally make those projects, try to make them on your own. It's not like FreeCodeCamp is supposed to be some website that's supposed to teach you just straight through that and then you're just supposed to automatically know how to code. No, you need to code it, make about like 3 projects from FreeCodeCamp, then hop onto your own, make your own project, replicate what you just made on FreeCodeCamp to see if you learned anything that you learned. What's amazing about it is that it's 100% free, y'all. You don't gotta pay for nothing, and it has such a good foundation of starting from what you need to learn in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and going down to the harder stuff. It does it in such a perfect, beautiful way that I'm literally in love with FreeCodeCamp. It really helps you end up learning how to code. If it wasn't for FreeCodeCamp, I would not be able to code to this day. Here are some little bit of cons that I would say is that it could feel a little bit dry and repetitive, but I also don't like to call repetitiveness a con because I realize that there would be things that I wouldn't understand on the first try. Then they'll do it a second time, a third time. I'm like, damn, this is like so repetitive, but it got me to understand it. Cause like using the UL, the LI, making the ordered list. It's like when they kept making me do it, now it's literally implemented in my head that I understand that it's UL, put the LI in between the LI, put whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying? And whatever you want to be in the list. If you want to add a link, make sure you do this. And it's like, it gets you to understand the fundamental part of where you put the LI, where you put the A, where you put the placeholder inside of the input, my bad. Last but not least, what can kind of be a con, I would probably say, is the fact that it is all on you to learn. And it's another thing where it's like, it's not really a con if you understand the concept. You don't have a deadline. You can do it in whatever time you want to do it and complete your certification. But that's the scary part. If you're not a timely person, if you need a schedule, if you can't stay disciplined, FreeCodeCamp might not be for you, because then you might not finish it because it's not telling you to come back. I think honestly the only thing I wish I would have done differently was the way I introduced JavaScript too early into my learning adventure. But then also I wish I did more mini projects, and I definitely did do a lot. So right now behind the scenes I am working on this Apple clone, but I don't work on it every day, and I think that bothers me. Like, I wish I could just focus more on the projects. But at the end of the day, that's just me. That's not even FreeCodeCamp's fault. Do you want to see how FreeCodeCamp may or did change my life? Y'all, I am this close, 2 projects away, 2 like mini sections in between, or 4 mini sections in between from getting my web design certification. FreeCodeCamp got me to do that. I've made about maybe 11 or so projects FreeCodeCamp got me to do that, outside of FreeCodeCamp, of course. But then plus FreeCodeCamp, probably like 15 or more. Not even. I think FreeCodeCamp makes you make a lot. So it's insane what FreeCodeCamp can really make you do. My CSS skills are just like beautiful. Obviously not perfect. I'm only 3 months into learning how to code, but FreeCodeCamp has definitely just made its impact in my life. So what is my verdict? Is FreeCodeCamp the website for you? 100%. If you are beginning learning how to code, jump into FreeCodeCamp. I am telling you, it is the way to go. But hey, I'll end up seeing you on the next video. Make sure you tune in. Make sure y'all stay with me. Stay locked in. Deuces.